Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver is with us, and some big news this morning.
Of course, and since after marathon talks, this has finally happened, the Trans-Pacific deal. Let's talk about that, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is going to be the largest regional trading deal in all of history. It's going to cover 40% of the world's GDP. Now, at this point, the agreement in principle has been agreed to. It still needs to be ratified by all 12 of the countries that it affects, which includes, of course, Canada, but as well as the U.S., Japan, Australia, Vietnam, etc. So this is definitely going to have a big impact on the Canadian economy going forward as well.
And Tyler, we obviously seen what has happened with NAFTA and the successes and also, the failures with NAFTA. So how do we think this is going to be different from that?
Well, ultimately, the goal here is to reduce as many tariffs as possible to zero. And there are concerns. Right now, about 90% of the dairy industry is closed off to foreign imports. So there are concerns in the dairy industry that this will open it up to a lot more competition here in Canada. So maybe, lower prices for consumers, but, it's going to be tougher for dairy farmers. As well as auto manufacturers, we're expecting a lot more foreign imports to come in. And so the auto sector, they're concerned that that may mean fewer parts being manufactured right here in Canada. So there are concerns among many people in different industries across the country.
I don't know about you, Chanel, but I'm sure people are watching this going, are we going to pay less prices? I mean, that's what people want to know. Are we in the end, is everything going to be cheaper? That's the question.
Well, and that's the thing, because ultimately what the Conservative government has been saying is that they'll sign off on the deal if it's an overall boon to the economy. So some people may lose out. I'm talking about like industries here, but others will gain. So if it's an overall boon to the economy, yes, it will end up with lower prices for most Canadian consumers as well as businesses, and they could, if they want to stay competitive, pass those savings on to consumers as well.
All right, Tyler, and one last quick one, and that is American Apparel. They're having some trouble, like we've seen a lot of retailers having. They're not the first, and they probably won't be the last.
Oh, boy, yeah. They filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection this morning. This comes after, years of wilting revenue. They haven't posted a profit since 2009, and last year they fired Canadian-born CEO Dov Charney. There's been a lot of allegations of misconduct on his part, including sexual harassment. At this point, they have a restructuring deal that they want to put in place to reduce debt from $300 million U.S. down to $135 million U.S. But it's good. They're having a tough go at it with all the competition out there right now.
Okay, Tyler, thank you very much.
Thank
Tyler
you.
Orton from Business in Vancouver.